All right, number 4 on the big board, the OG Ric Serritella NFL Draft Bible, SI.com's NFL Draft Big Board Top 50. Bijan Robinson, number 4. We debated about him on Monday's show. Go check that back out. You can check that out in the archives. But, Rick, number 4 on the big board. So, what's the ceiling for his draft number? 5, 10, 15, higher? What do you think? Where's the first team that says this guy is number 4 on Ric Serritella's big board? All 32 teams have access to your work. Do they say this guy's number 4 on Serritella's board? We got to get him.
Well, I'm here to tell you, Mike, that Bijan Robinson is still, despite spending a nice segment the other day on Monday talking about Bijan Robinson, I still don't think we're realizing and recognizing just how good this guy is. I mean, at the end of the day, you're talking about arguably the best overall talent in this year's draft. When we look back 10 years, 20 years back on this year's draft, we're going to say, how the heck did Bijan Robinson slide? Because if he goes number 2, it's still too low for a Bijan Robinson. I think the Chicago Bears, if they trade down and remain in that top 5, top 10, I'm sorry. Bijan Robinson and Justin Fields in the same backfield, that's about as dangerous of a backfield as I can see.
Let me get your thoughts then. Do the Giants feel that they got the ROI on taking Saquon Barkley number 2?
Well, it depends.
Who do you have rated as a better prospect coming out of college? Saquon Barkley, Bijan Robinson.
It's close. I got Saquon Barkley slightly ahead.
Okay.
You know,
and then the Giants took him at 2, and they took a lot of flack, and now they franchised him.
Yeah, and I think it's depending on who you ask. Did they get a return on investment? Like, they didn't win a Super Bowl, so at the end of the day, no, they didn't get a return on investment. But they did franchise tag him and want to bring him back. And for what it's worth, I thought he was a top 5 running back 5 years into
out his talent and production this past year. He was outstanding, but he hasn't been able to stay healthy. Who knows? If he's healthy the last couple of years, and we talking about a guy who's putting up great numbers, I don't know. I mean, to me, I think the mindset, and you know how these teams think, man. Do they value a guy just because he's the 4th most talented player in this draft? Maybe the most talented, by the way, to say, don't care, going to take him number 5. Or do they all like, hey, man, I know this guy's great, but I just can't justify taking him at 5. Where's that number?
I don't know. Bijan Robinson, to me, I got him up there in Saquon Barkley, Ezekiel Elliott. I mean, dare I say, Reggie Bush was about as good as a running back as I evaluated. Adrian Peterson, too. I'll just say this. If I'm the New York Giants picking at 25, Mike, do I want to pay Saquon Barkley $15 million a year, or do I want to pay Bijan Robinson $4 million a year? Because I could state a case, Bijan Robinson is just as good, if not better.
I like the player. I think has to be the right fit and the right team in the right moment. And I don't know. You mentioned the Bears. They're very interesting, but they got the first pick right now. I don't think that's going to hold. So they move themselves back strategically to try to get in that spot. That's something to watch. It's something to watch here on NFL Draft Bible's All Access Pass. We're giving you an inside look at this. Bryce Young.